let's get started. So today we are continuing how do environments change over time? Who remembers what we learned yesterday? What change did we learn about yesterday? Nuna, what change did we learn about yesterday?
We learned about the environment.
Very good. We learned about the environment. Bo, what did we learn about yesterday?
Forest fire.
Very good. Thank you, Bo. Yesterday we looked at forest fires for the whole class, right? What the forest looked like before the forest fire, during the forest fire, and after the forest fire. Okay, today let's start by sharing our infer writing homework. Good job, Noob, Hatlin, Bo, Kaki, Simon, Katie, Nancy, Michael, Kitty, Suri, Zoyman, Dami, and Van Chi. Excellent job, everybody. Thank you so many of you for doing your homework. We're still missing a couple of names up here. All right, thank you everyone who did. And this is how we're going to go over it. So, I will spin the wheel, and whenever it stops, that is whose homework we will share, and maybe I'll use 4 people's homework. 4. All right, so let's give it a try, see who's first. Skip, let's try again. Bo, all right, Bo, you're up. Could you read what you wrote underneath the first 3 pictures?
This is at the rain. It is still wet.
All right, and the third picture?
And it is almost dry and the sun comes up.
Very good, excellent work, Bo. So the first one, it's raining. The second one, he said it's after rain and still wet. The third one's almost dry and the sun comes up. Let's see who can infer something about that. Kaki, let's take a look at yours and see what you inferred based on those pictures. Go ahead and read this for us.
After every storm, the sun will smile. For every problem, there is a solution, and it looks invincible duty is to be of good cheer. It always have problem and a solution, or it will be crazy.
All right, Kaki. So that's a good thing you can infer about the theme. This word here should be or, O-R. Other than that, nice. So that's kind of a way you could interpret the life lesson in the picture, but I think we're supposed to infer what's happening to the puddles, what's happening to the water, what happens after the rain. But that's a really good, it's an interesting point of view, Kaki, so I appreciate that. But let's have one more person share theirs. This time it landed on Michael. Michael, could you write what you inferred about the puddles?
In the rain, the puddles are expanding. Expanding means growing bigger. After the rainstorm, the puddles are shrinking. Because of the sun.
Because of the sun. There we go. So based on this picture, one where it's cloudy, one where it's still cloudy and puddles, the next one has a sun and smaller puddles. So Michael inferred that maybe the sun is drying them up. The sun is turning the puddles into water vapor. Let's see now. This landed on Katie. Katie, could you read what you wrote under the 3 pictures? Katie, what did you infer based on the pictures? Well, not about the three pictures. What can you tell me? What did you infer based on the three pictures? What did you say here?
Tornado comes and at first the house is not broken. A tornado comes and the house is broken.
Very good. So those are the three steps. Excellent job, Katie. So let's see. Zoyman, what can we infer? Zoyman, what can you infer happened to the house? Why is it damaged?
Because a tomato comes.
Because of the tornado. Good job. So we can infer that based on the second picture. All right, good job, everybody. Let's go into class. So who remembers again? What is environment? Evie.
The environment is the habitat,
Very
the living things, and the non-living.
There we go. That's what I was looking for, those two words. Excellent job, Evie. Hi, Fawn. Can you read this for us?
An environment. What is environment? An environment is all of the living and non-living things in a place.
Very good. Can you say the word environment?
Environment.
Very nice. Excellent job, Hai Fong. Thank you for reading. So all the living and non-living things in a place. And remember, we are looking at what changes an environment. How the forest fire changed the living and the non-living things. How the tornado changed the living and non-living things. So let's take a look. How do you think animals can change the environment? Who has a guess? How do you think, Simon?
Animals change the environment by moving to another place.
All right, yes, moving to another place. That'll change the environment they were in and the environment they go to. Nice work, Simon. Who has another one? How about Suri?
The animal eats other animals or it leaves, depending on if they are a hunter or if they are vegetarian.
Good. Herbivore or carnivore. Excellent job, Suri. So animals eating, what if a wolf moves into Vietnam? Remember that example? Now it's eating other animals, or if a new insect comes to an apple field and now all the apple trees are dying because of the insects, changes the environment a lot. Who else has an idea? Good job, Suri. Dinmin?
The fox are dangerous.
Dangerous animals, right? They can hurt people, other animals. Good job, Dinmin. All right, that's a good start. This is a hard one. Zoyman had a really good one, but Zoyman mentioned that bees carry pollen. What about animals? How do animals help plants? Kitty?
Animals can eat trees and plants, so there were not many trees in the forest or the jungle, and the trees grow too fast and too many. There was no ways for the animals to go.
Good, excellent job. That's one reason. And then what's a way animals help the plants? Like the ways bees carry pollen, there's another way animals help plants. Cherry?
The bees, they go to take honeys, and when they come back to their home habitat, they make fall down honeys to the ground, and the trees grow.
So
and the rain comes the tree.
That's very close, actually. So the bees carry the pollen that helps the plants make seeds. What carries the seeds around? Not the bees. How do the seeds get spread? If an animal eats a fruit, what happens to the seeds?
It grows.
Yeah, exactly. Good. So animals eat fruit and spread seeds. Good job, Cherry. So these are all ways that animals change the environment by spreading seeds, eating plants, carrying pollen, eating other animals, moving between different places. Another question, how can plants change the environment?
Plants grow over each other.
Very good. Plants grow over each other. Maybe there's a bad plant that grows over a really important plant. Michael?
And then other plants cannot get enough water because the biggest plant had all the water because its roots are very deep.
Very good. And another example of that, Michael, would be in the rainforest when the really tall trees get all of the sunlight. Excellent job, Michael. And how about Nancy? Go ahead, Nancy.
Some trees they grow, and some bad trees just grow up the root of the real live tree that is very important. It sucks up all the water, and it sucks up some water, and then they just keep growing and growing and squeezing the other tree to death. And then it becomes that tree too. The important tree dies, and I know another way of it, because it's like some trees, like the Christmas tree, but it's not those pine trees, you know. It's not the pine trees. It's called the Christmas tree, but its roots are so long to take all the water from the other plants.
Very good. That's excellent, Nancy. So some bad trees grow too much. That's called a parasite, when they hold on to another tree and take all of its water and nutrients from it. Excellent job, Nancy. Maybe there's good plants too, like if we introduce a new source of food, that'll change the environment. Maybe after that, there'll be more animals. All right, these are some really good ideas, everybody. Great work. Let's go on. Are they good or are they bad for the environment? Donnie, what do you think?
Some are good and some are bad.
Excellent. Some are good and some are bad. It just depends. And maybe one change is good for one group of animals and plants, and it's bad for a different group of animals and plants. It just depends what they need to survive. Can someone read the caption for me? Ruby, can you read the caption at the bottom of the page?
Cool plants has grown over these cars.
Good, and that was a good try. So there's a couple different ways to say this word depending on where we live. But in this class, let's say a kudzu plant. Everybody say kudzu. Kudzu. A kudzu plant has grown over these cars. So what do you see in this picture? Thank you, Ruby. Sup?
I see some cars.
Some cars, very good. What else do you see, Sup?
A van.
A van. All right, that's a good start, Sup. Thank you. Helen, what do you see in this picture?
I see many trees.
Many trees, very good. Maybe that's what they are. Fred, what do you see in this picture?
I see trees tie the car into the bushes.
Very good. It ties the cars down. It's holding them down. So this is actually the kudzu plant. Fred, what is underneath the kudzu plant?
The car.
The cars. Very good. All right. I have another little reading to do here. Kuhn, could you read this first, please?
Animal and plants country and environment. The kudzu plant grow very fast.
Can you say the word environment?
And trend.
Good. Environment. Very good, Kuhn. That was some good reading. So the kudzu plant grows very fast. Can someone read the second part of this for us? Hey, could you read the second part?
Plants grow very fast. The plant to go over the plant. The plants that are covered do not yet enjoy light. They may die.
Great reading, good pronunciation. So let's take a look at this. So what is the kudzu? What is kudzu? How about Nuna?
A plant.
A plant, right? It's the plant that we see in the picture. How is kudzu different from other plants? Dinmin?
It grows very fast.
Very good. It grows very fast. That's very important. How can kudzu change its environment? How about Katie?
It can grow so fast and it can take all the nutrients, the sunlight, and the water, and it can grow over other plants. The other plants can die.
Very good. Excellent job, Katie. It completely changes its environment. What happens when the other plants die? Zoimin, what happens when the other plants die?
The animals will not get their oxygen.
The animals will not get oxygen. Excellent, Zoimin. That's one thing. What else will the plants not get? Or what else will the animals not get, Zoimin?
They don't have anything to eat, but they could eat kudzu.
True, they could eat the kudzu, but most animals eat specific plants. Like bears eat berries, right? Deer eat grass and weeds. Most animals can't eat the kudzu plant. Nice job, Zoimin. Less oxygen, less food for the animals. What would you do if you found kudzu in your garden? Yes, Cherry, what would you do if you found kudzu in your garden?
We take scissors and cut it out.
Why would you not want kudzu in your garden, Cherry?
If we let the kudzu in the garden, it will grow very fast and our garden don't have flowers.
Exactly. Brilliant answer, Cherry. Excellent. She's right. If there's kudzu in your garden, all the other plants will die. How could an apple tree change the environment? Nancy?
That's it, one. If we run out of fruit, we won't have to go in the supermarket anymore. Just pick the apples right, or the right apples right on the tree. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it would be food for people, but what else would it be food for?
The apple blossoms will make us some pollen for the bees. Yeah, some bees go into the gardens, city gardens, to take some nectar there.
Very good. So maybe more bees and insects would come for nectar. Maybe more animals would come for fruit. Excellent job. So what happens if a sickness kills all of the grass in a habitat? What happens? Kitty?
The sickness kills all the grass in a habitat.
What will happen to the environment? What about the other plants and animals? How will it change the environment if there's no grass?
If there's no grass, there will be no food for animals and no other plants. Have too many water and sunlight, so every other plants will grow too fast and too many, so everyone can go. No ways for people to go and no way for traffic go.
Very good. So if all the grass dies, there won't be food for certain animals. Maybe bad plants will grow too much. The soil also doesn't have all those roots to hold it in, so the soil could all run into a river or a lake. It could be bad in a lot of ways. What do you see in this video? Good job, Kitty. What do you see in this video, Dami?
A beaver is making a dam.
Very good. A beaver's making a dam. How could this change the environment? Daisy?
The beaver dam can make homes for animals too.
Very good, Daisy. The beaver home can make homes for animals. That's very true. Excellent work. Let's look at the next question. All right. I need someone to read this. Helen, can you read this?
Beavers build dams, which from ponds. Beaver pile stick, branches, and mud over the shallow area of running water. The dam blocks the running water to make a pond.
Very good. Can you say the word area?
Area.
Good. Area means place. Excellent job, Helen. So, how do the beavers build dams? What do they do? Hi, Fong. Hi, Fong. How do the beavers build dams?
Beaver peel stick, branch, and mud over a shallow area so the dam floats.
Very good. They pile sticks, branches, and mud. That's how they make their dam. Thank you, Hai Fong. So, how does this make a pond? Fred, how does this make a pond?
It uses sticks and mud to stick the sticks together and build a dam.
Very
pond.
excellent job, Fred. It sticks everything together to build a dam, and that makes a pond. How does a beaver change their environment? Kaki, how does a beaver change their environment?
A beaver can make houses and many animals can live with the beaver.
Very good. It can make a house for them. Let's read a little bit about it. So that was a good way that beavers can help, but what about this way? Kuhn, can you read this, please?
Animal train the environment. When beaver cut out trees, then some birds and insects lost their home.
Good.
There.
How can the change they make be harmful? Mooney, how can the changes a beaver makes be harmful? How can they be bad?
The beaver eats trees.
Yeah, it eats and cuts down trees. How does that change hurt the environment? Ruby?
Birds cannot make nests on trees.
Very good. Birds, insects, and other animals lose their habitat. But just like a couple of you have said now, the pond that beavers make becomes a home for some plants and animals. So this change can also be helpful. So what did we learn today about how plants and animals change the environment? Simon, what did we learn today?
We learned that animals, what animals did to the environment and what plants did to the environment.
Excellent job. What plants and animals give and take from the environment? Suri, what did we learn today?
We learn what can change the environment and the habitat.
Very good. And here are 2 conclusions for today. Evie, can you read the first one?
Plants can change an environment in good and bad ways. Animals can change their environment in good and bad ways.
Very good. Excellent. And one last thing. Let's see. Steph, can you tell me a way plants change their environment in a bad way?
In a bad way. We cut it.
Yeah, you cut it. Why? What does the kudzu plant do? Does it grow really fast or really slow?
Very slow.
The kudzu plant, remember, it covers all the other plants, right?
Yes.
Yes, it covers the other plants because it grows really, really fast. So why is the kudzu plant bad? How does it hurt the other plants?
Because it's big.
Yeah, because it's big. Good job, Sup. It takes all their water and sunlight. All right, and Michael, can you give me one way that animals are good?
Some animals can also change the environment by like making food for the animals. And those animals make things that help the trees, and trees make shelter for animals.
Very good. Excellent job, Michael. All right, here is your homework for tonight. This quizzes. Here's the code. It's 969883. Everybody do your homework. Go to quizzes.com and type in this code. Do your homework. Try your best, and if you don't get all of the answers right, then do it again. You can do it more than one time, okay? All right, I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.